I don't know if you can see it or not, but right there is the Jeep. And we just hiked over to here, and the boys and Jess are right down there. Right there. We decided to bring bring them with their swimsuits and a towel and all of that, so they can play in the creek. And I walked over to here and I did some gallivanting up on top of here. That is one steep Jose. If I had to hunt elk up here, I think I'd turn my tag back, because that is as near straight up and down as you can get and still hike on it. I was underneath that rock there, and then I went around and back and back up to here, and then up on here. But this will be the west side of the canyon of Mill Fork, and there's the north side. The highway is just the bottom of between this canyon and this ridge and that ridge, so it'd be right down there. It's cool up here. It's got to be under 80 degrees. There's no breeze, but it's nice and cool, especially in the shade right here. And I'm going to go right up there somewhere and see what's on the other side of this ridge. Sorry if I'm moving around too much. I was watching our video from last week and I did a lot of moving. I thought about going across that log right there. When I got to it, I was like, I don't think so. So I just went to these rocks through the creek, and then right in there is where I come across. It's a big dry hill. Now the boys and Jess are right behind these trees right here. Well, I made it to the top. The Jeep is right there. The boys and Jess are right over there. In fact, I just heard the kids yelling. There's from where the Jeep is, right here, it's just a little turnaround and a fence that goes across that. But you can see at one time, there's a road that went clear up to here, clear up to that flat spot. And I think that's where they call it the Mill Fork, because they had the mill up here. What kind of mill that is, I don't know. I would assume it was some type of coal mill. Of course, it could have been a wood mill, I don't know. But this is that spot the doctor owns, and Jess and I think that fence that goes across the road right there is where his property stops. So he'd own that whole mountainside out through there. That's what we're believing anyway. But this is facing north. All that ridge right there sure got burnt. You can see even this tree right here still standing somewhat, but it got burnt pretty good. And then it's burnt right through here. Then you have bark all the way up to the top. It'd be fun to somehow get some wires and cables and follow a bunch of these trees and bring them out. If nothing else, it'd be good firewood, especially this one right here that's leaning I mean, I think that only got the outside bark burnt and everything else is just fine. I bet that's as dry as a bone and would burn for pretty good. And then if you turn to the south or the east, you can see this ridge kind of makes a turn, makes a bowl up in here, and this little quiet grove up and through here, these rocks. Makes me wonder how often a cat might have sat up here and watched what was going on down below. Not now though, there's too many wild Native Americans down there. And this is facing south. See that real big ridge way back there? Up on top of there is going to be, or up way over top of here is going to be the road that goes down to Orangeville. If I had more time, I think it'd be fun to get way out there. Maybe backpack or use a horse and get way back there and see what's out there. This is facing north. You can see how that bowl, it's a big old bowl inside of there. These boulders are cool. Great big outcropping of rocks. Flies everywhere. It's actually pretty nice to walk through here. It's pretty flat. If you're coming this way, if you're going down, it's not too flat, but but we'll walk over here for a minute. I don't know, you think a different time, a different age, this might have a bunch of deer and elk running through it right about now. Now we just have dogs. But you gotta admit, right down through here, there's a lot of grass that could be eaten. It's almost like you want your eye to find an elk or a deer, little mama and a baby over there somewhere. Your eye just wants you to find it. Or sneaking around down here somewhere. I think this gets too much hiking from people though. I don't know. You see all that? It's all burnt. Different type though. That's a different type of tree. More like an oak brush or something. was hoping somehow, some way a deer would pop out of there. But no such luck. Makes you wonder how high that peak is. It all wore out. You even got stuff in your mouth. That's gross, Sage. Like a whole different landscape over here. From here you can really see where that road went, and then drove across there, probably continued on clear down the canyon. Huh. I'm not that far from the boys and Jess, but I can't hear them. Seems like we're real close to that ridge or that bowl now. Seemed like with as much water as accessible here, we'd be able to pop up a deer once or twice. Maybe they just aren't down this far yet. It's too hot. I don't know. I think this is, excuse me, just about as far as I can come today. I still got to get back. I got a little ridge, not 50 yards away, but it cuts way back here and then over there. I'd like to do that and see what's on the other side. As you can see, we're a lot closer to the bowl now. I saw a few tracks like we scared a deer going out through here, but I can't tell if they were, I mean it was pretty dry, so it was at least since the last time it rained, but it was pretty soft dirt, so who knows. It could have been today, it could have been, well, it couldn't have been a week ago, because a week ago it's rained since then. But you get down the side of there, there's a lot of down trees. I'm sitting on this great big old rock. So I gotta start heading back. It always seems like it'd be easier going down, but whew, sometimes it's kind of hard going down. My buddies here, my hiking buddies here. All right, off we go. Where are you going, Cash? You did what, Case Boy?
Both of those were holding on to one root and I snapped it.
Show us. Oh, don't fall in the water. Show us. What big?
This one and that one.
Very good. Okay, Bug. What you got going on?
Myself.
All by yourself? What you been doing?
Trying to dig myself. Hey, Dad, what's this?
Whoa. What if that would have bounced up and hit Mom? Mom's getting all dusty now. Did you know, Cash Guy, if you followed that ridge all the way up there, I went all the way up there. Do you know where the Jeep is? It's right there, huh? Yep. Woodrow made it. Sage is gonna go take a bath. Woodrow, how'd you get up here? All right, fellers, it's about time to go.
Yeah.
Be fun to have a cabin up here, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I think Sage is gonna lay down. Cash, there's a big old crack there. What? Woodrow, what are you whining about? All right, fellers. Hey. Okay, you guys, stop it. Stop digging the bank.
I've got to wash out my shoes.
Okay. Let's wash up and let's go. You know what we're having for dinner tonight? Waffles. Uh-oh, somebody's coming up the road. Okay, let's go.